Alright, stop me if this sounds familiar. You're on your phone, scrolling through Instagram or TikTok, and before you know it, wait, why did you even open the app in the first place? Or maybe you're supposed to be studying for that big exam tomorrow, but you've been staring at the same page for like 20 minutes and still nothing. Or, my personal fave, you walk into the kitchen, and boom. You're standing there like a potato because you straight up forgot why you even came in there. Relatable, right? Right? Well, my friends, what you're experiencing is what's lovingly referred to as brain fog. It's like someone threw a big old wet blanket over your brain and now everything feels slow, confusing, and just blah. But don't freak out just yet, because today, we're blowing the fog away. Stick around, and I'll tell you what brain fog actually is, why it happens, and most importantly, how to clear that fog and get back to being the awesome human you are. Trust me, you'll want to stay for this one. Let's go. So let's start with the basics, brain fog. It sounds kind of poetic, doesn't it? Like a mystical mist floating around in your head. But honestly, there's nothing magical about it, more like frustrating as heck. Imagine your brain is a computer, right? Usually it's working fine, browsing through tabs, doing its thing. But brain fog is like when too many tabs are open at once, and now everything is lagging and you're just sitting there tapping the mouse like, hello? Is anyone home? Brain fog isn't a disease or a diagnosis, so if you're Googling it right now like, do I need to see a doctor? You can chill. It's not going to show up on an X-ray or anything like that. Think of it more as a symptom. A sign that your brain is tired, overwhelmed, or out of sync. It's like the low battery warning you get on your phone, except instead of 10%, your brain is running at like 3%. And here's the thing. Brain fog isn't just forgetting where you left your keys or spacing out mid-sentence. Although, let's be real, that's part of it. It can make you feel slow, like your thoughts are wading through quicksand. Ever been so tired that you feel dumb? Yeah, that's brain fog. I mean, picture this. You wake up one morning, ready to crush the day, but then, bam, you feel like you left your brain on the pillow. Everything feels blurry, your focus is gone, and even simple tasks feel like climbing a mountain. That's brain fog in action, folks. It's like you're there, but not really there. Now let's spill the tea on why brain fog happens in the first place. It turns out that brain fog is sneaky, and it can creep up on you for all kinds of reasons, some of which, we might be guilty of ourselves. Don't worry, no judgment here. First up, sleep. Or, more accurately, the lack of it. Let's be honest, who hasn't stayed up till 2 a.m. watching just one more episode of that Netflix show you swore you'd stop binge watching? Yeah, I see you. When you're not getting enough sleep, your brain is basically running on fumes, and brain fog comes knocking. It's like when you forget to charge your phone overnight, and you wake up with 12% battery and think, it's fine, I'll make it work. Spoiler alert, it never works. Your brain needs that beauty sleep to function properly. Another reason? Diet. Yep, the fuel you're putting into your body matters more than you think. Let me paint a picture for you. Imagine trying to run a marathon after eating nothing but fast food and soda. Yeah, that sounds like a disaster waiting to happen. Same goes for your brain. If your daily diet is mostly junk food, energy drinks, and sugary snacks, your brain is going to feel like it's running on empty. It's basically trying to process important info while running a sugar crash marathon. But it doesn't stop there. Stress is another biggie. I'm talking about that everyday stress we're all dealing with. Deadlines, work, social media, the pressure to be productive 24/7. When you're stressed out all the time, your brain just says, nope, I'm done, and hits the shutdown button. It's like having 100 tabs open on your browser, and everything starts freezing up. And here's something you probably didn't think about. Multitasking. We all think we're so good at it, right? But the truth is, trying to do 10 things at once is a recipe for mental overload. Your brain can only focus on one thing at a time, and when you're juggling too much, it's like trying to balance 10 plates on one hand. Eventually, something's gonna fall. Alright, so you're probably wondering by now, do I have brain fog? Good question. Let me break it down for you with some classic symptoms. You might have brain fog if you're constantly feeling like this. Forgetfulness. Ever walk into a room, then just stop and ask yourself, wait, why did I come in here again? Brain fog loves to mess with your short-term memory. You know that thing where you think of something super important and then forget it 5 seconds later? Yeah, it's like your brain hit delete before you could even process it. Next up, lack of focus. Have you ever been trying to read something, maybe even this video's description, lol, but you end up reading the same sentence like 10 times because your brain just can't stay focused? It's like trying to get Wi-Fi in the middle of the woods. Everything is buffering. You get the point. And then there's the mental fatigue. Imagine you've had a full 8 hours of sleep, but somehow, by lunchtime, you feel like you've been awake for 36 hours straight. Your body's ready to go, but your brain? Nah, it's already tapping out. You've hit snooze without even knowing it. Okay, we've been through the tough part. Now let's get to the fun stuff. How do we clear this mental haze and get back to being our sharp, focused selves? You don't need to go all superhero on it, but you do need to make some tweaks to your daily routine. Step 1? You guessed it. Sleep. I know it's boring advice, but honestly, if you're not getting enough shut-eye, nothing else is gonna work. You need a solid 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night. That means, yes, shutting off TikTok, closing those YouTube tabs, after this video of course, and giving your brain a break. It's like charging your phone overnight. You'll wake up with 100% battery, ready to crush it. And while we're talking about things you can avoid, let's talk food. Look, I'm not here to make you feel guilty about your snack choices. I mean, we all love a good pizza night, but it's all about balance. Your brain loves foods that are rich in omega-3s, like salmon, walnuts, and flax seeds. You know, those brain-boosting foods. And water. If you're walking around dehydrated, your brain is basically running on low power mode. Drink up. Another thing that's gonna help? Moving your body. Yep, exercise isn't just for the gains, it's for your brain too. Getting your blood pumping sends oxygen to your noggin, which boosts your mental clarity. And you don't have to go full-on gym bro. Even a quick 20-minute walk around the block can work wonders. But wait, there's more. Stress management is key to keeping brain fog at bay. And no, I'm not saying you have to meditate for 2 hours a day, unless you're into that, in which case, go off. But even just 10 minutes of deep breathing or a quick journal session can work wonders for your mental state. Take time to chill, unwind, and do things that make you happy, whether that's reading, painting, dancing in your room, or watching cat videos on the internet. Your brain needs a break from the constant grind, and giving it that downtime will help clear the fog. But okay, let's get real for a sec. Sometimes brain fog sticks around longer than usual, and if that happens, it's time to hit pause and maybe seek some help. When brain fog becomes a constant companion for weeks or even months, it can be a sign that something deeper is going on. Chronic brain fog can be linked to things like depression, anxiety, thyroid issues, or even autoimmune conditions. So, if you've been trying all the tricks and nothing seems to be working, it might be worth talking to your doctor to rule out anything more serious. And hey, that's totally okay. It's important to take your mental and physical health seriously. There's no shame in asking for help when you need it. Now that we've learned how to clear the fog, let's talk about how to keep it from creeping back. It's all about finding that balance. And trust me, I know balance sounds like some impossible Instagram-worthy goal, but stick with me. Keep prioritizing sleep, eating those brain-boosting foods, and taking time for yourself. Think of it as a long-term investment in your brain health. Don't let the hustle and grind take over your life. Your brain needs time to recharge. So give it the love and care it deserves. And hey, don't forget to have fun along the way. Laugh, hang out with friends, do things that light you up. A happy brain is a clear brain, my friends. So go out there and live your best life. Brain fog free. And that's a wrap, folks. Brain fog, it's real. It's frustrating, but it doesn't have to control your life. With a few simple tweaks and some self-care, you can kick that fog to the curb and get back to feeling you again. Don't forget to check out my other videos on how to live your best life. From mental health tips to productivity hacks, I've got you covered. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with a friend who might need it. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay awesome.